Happy Wednesday. It is April 28th, 2021. Let's go ahead and look at your jobs for today. So as I said, it is Wednesday, which means we are all asynchronous, meaning we are all doing the same work for today. So really quickly, I want to point out some important things for you guys. Really quickly, office hours for today will be 1:10 to 2:10. I do have a meeting at 2:30 today. That is why it's at 1:10 to 2:10 for today. Then for SS Grin, I have several friends who have not been completing SS Grin as they have been assigned to. So you will have a Zoom at 2:30, which you are expected to come, and you will see that noted in your Google Classroom. You will have a special SSS Grin Zoom. So if you know you have not been doing that and you see an SS Grin Zoom on your classwork, keep that in mind. That means you are spending part of your day with me to go over SS Grin. All right, now that we went ahead and went over those reminders, let's go ahead and look at our other jobs for today. So first things first, we have our grammar spiral review. For today's job, you will see you have 4 questions, and you will have extra multiple choice circles in case you need it based on the question that you are answering. Again, you are working with subject, verb, and pronoun subject agreement. And so you're going to go through, you're going to look, make sure that your pronouns and subjects match, as well as your subject and verbs match. Our Wednesday journal, it is Words of Wisdom Wednesday, and Dr. Seuss is providing us with our quote for today, and our quote is, "The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you know, the more places you will go." And so when you are going through this quote, make sure to be really mindful and think to yourself, when it says, the more that you read, the more things you will know, the more that you know, the more places you go. Make sure that you are keeping in mind while you are doing this that you are checking to see what pieces are literal and which ones are not. So for example, where it says the more places you'll go, is Dr. Seuss talking about physical places you are going to be traveling to, or is he talking about success and going far in life, quote unquote, going far in life? So keep that in mind. All right, and then you also have sentence frames and starters on the right, as always, so be sure to check out those if you need them as well. Alrighty, then we have our math spiral review, and in our math spiral review for today, you're going to see that there are some new sections. So instead of starting with some addition and subtraction up at top, you are going to see that your questions are going to look a little bit different. So for numbers 1 and 2, you are going to tell me what is the place of the bolded number. So is it in the ones place, the tens place, hundreds place, or thousands place? Then you're going to tell me what is the value of the bolded number. So remember, when we're talking about value, we're looking at how much. So for example, if we're looking at this number, 4,928, the 2 in this number would be 20. That's what the value would be of the 2 is 20. And so keep that in mind when you are answering these questions. Then you're going to round the following numbers to the hundreds place. You will add or subtract the following numbers. Now we are working with double and triple digit numbers. And then finally, you're going to write the numbers in expanded form. Make sure when you're writing your numbers in expanded form, you're adding the plus sign in between each place value. Alrighty, then you're going to have 30 minutes of iReady Math for today. Please make sure you're staying on top of that. For language arts, all you're going to have today is your spelling job. We are continuing to talk about open syllables. And so here, same thing as yesterday, this first slide is just for you to listen. And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to click on the speaker, or if you do not need the speaker, you are going to read it to yourself as a reminder. Then on slide 2, you are going to match the words to the correct definition. So if I think an apron, I'm going to take my line, is sounds from voices or instruments, then I would go ahead and I would move my line and adjust it so apron and the definition match. If I later change my mind, I just have to click on the line, and then I could just stretch it to the new definition that I believe it is. All right, so just again, keep that in mind while you're doing this activity. Slide number 3, all you're doing is you're using the words provided below and inputting them into the sentence that they fit best in. So for example, number 3, what is your favorite genre of blank? Asked Elijah. I prefer hip hop and pop. Blank. Layla. Would I say, what is your favorite genre of began? Asked Elijah. No. What is your favorite genre of apron? Asked Elijah. No. And so I'm going to go through the list and find the words that best fit into the sentence. For our review today, you are going to do this activity titled Fix the Memes. And in this Fix the Memes activity, you're just going to go ahead. If it pops up like this, you're going to press the Open With option, and then you're going to click Google Slides. So let's do it one more time. You're going to click on here. You're going to see it pops up like this. You're going to press the Open With option and click Google Slides. One more time. You're going to be on here. You're going to click it, Open With, and you're going to select Google Slides. Once you have done that, you are going to see you have a job for each of these slides. Your job is to click and drag the text box below to any mistakes you notice in the meme. They might be spelling or they might be grammatical errors. Your job is to correct them. So for example, it says teachers love field trips when their students are gooses. Now, I know that goose is irregular, and when I want to make it plural, I don't say gooses. I would say geese. And so I would take my yellow marker, my text box, cover the mistake, and I would correct it by writing geese. All right? And so then I would go through and do the same to the other memes based on the errors that I notice. Again, SS Grin, if you are at level 8 or 9, you are on track and you do not need to meet with me. But if you are not, you will see that you have on your classwork an SS Grin Zoom at 12:30. Again, please keep that in mind. Some of you will be meeting me for that. And then again, finally, office hours have changed from 1:10 today to 2:10, just because I will have a meeting at 2:30. All right. Again, D1, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.